charging up this battery. I just turned on the auxiliary mode. Um, I should be good now because I bought a new battery. And I was out at the Roading Park in Fresno, California, and I had this thing turned on like this, trying to charge the phones. So it's a long story why I was out there. But I did find something interesting. They have tons of electric car chargers out there, and nobody's using them. At least all the time that I went by there, no one was using them. But I've got a new battery, so I should be good. I just turned on my phone. It said 18%. I'm like, it's been plugged in the whole time. And so I got some milk in the back, and so I'm just gonna let you know what's going on real quick. I figured I'd make this video because I'm in town. I came down town real quick, and this is Avenel, California, and that's a car dealership, a used car dealership right there. And that's the used to be called State Market, now it's called State Foods Supermarket. But I'm here at the Family Dollar right here, sitting right by a car that's got some people in it. But I'm sitting right here at the Family Dollar in Avenel, California. And you know, it's real muddy. So, oh man, I forgot to get a water. I forgot to get the damn water. I guess I have to get the water tomorrow. I got all the other kinds of juices, but I forgot the water. But if I walk back in there, then I have to turn this thing off and all kinds of different stuff. So I should be good on the water till tomorrow. It's not supposed to rain anymore until the day after tomorrow, so there should be no problem. But when it goes through the hills up there, it's just like there's rocks that come out, and so it's really super treacherous getting through there right now. But I did have an extra water in my car, so I should be good. You know, cooking. I got 2 more ramen noodles to have. I know they're not good because they turn into cement when you eat them, but I've been mixing in lots of good stuff with them. I've been mixing in good stuff to, you know, to eat, to have the medicinal herbs and stuff. Those noodles work real good for that. So that's why I'm having the egg noodles. And so let me just turn this car around or something. Oh, okay, now they're leaving. See, is it still charging? 12 people in here. So I want to use this opportunity, people. Double tap the screen if you'd like. But I want to use this opportunity to let you know what's going on. And that is, you're either for Orange Man or against Orange Man, and now they're really letting the people know that these MAGA people are nothing to mess with, it, right? Their MAGA people are crazy, and they freaking do all this stuff, you know, because of what's going on with the MTG, and they're talking about her coochie and everything now, right? And so this channel that I'm talking about, he's only got like about 250 people, 250 views. And so that's why I wanted to let you know about this channel. Okay? And I'm going to let you know about that channel right now. And then there's another channel, but I don't remember which one it is. But this one, there's another channel, but right now I don't even know which one it is. But this one here, okay, the people who are for Orange Man, oh man. And I told the guy, I told him, um, I said, be ready to catch some heat, right? And you know, um, but you gotta listen to what this guy's saying. I mean, he ain't holding back. And so, you want to hear both sides of the story. Just like if you listen to Chris Norland, he's a basher, right? He bashes, he bashes, he bashes. That there's another channel, this lady and her son, and they're for, right? They've been defending him, but now she's like kind of like on the fence. So I don't know what her trip is now, but she's probably a doctor or something like that, right? So, but anyhow, her name is The Truth 2.0, something like that. Speak the Truth 2.0. I'll find out for sure. I've got it written down, okay? Because I've got a few channels. But this channel that I want to tell you about, um, he's giving it to you straight because, people are starting to catch on. And they're starting to address some of these people, differently than people have addressed them in the past. Because there's this facade. And the facade is being tore down. So it's getting down to street level. And I told you there is no 6 degrees of separation anymore. Okay? These people are listening to us. Okay? You're on the same frequency, And so AI is freaking hooking everybody up, right? So anyway, the name of this channel, I want you to check this channel out. See what he's been saying these last 2 days. I just found this channel 2 days ago. The name of the channel is, what the hell is the name of that channel? It's a weird name. Peterson, something Peterson. Justin Peterson or something like that. What did I do with my list? I think I had it written down here. Let's see. Check out this channel. It's crazy. And now, Orange Man's calling somebody a piggy, right? This is bizarre. It's bizarre, right? I mean, this is crazy. But now it just makes him, I'm not going to speak on it because I don't know if what he's saying is true or the other people are saying. But if what he's saying is true, then I've got something to comment on that because it's crazy. And I don't know the name of his channel. I've got it written down on a piece of paper. It's something Peterson 38. Something Peterson, Mr. something. Okay. I'll go back online. I'll go back on live and I'll show this. Willie D. Willie D he's always been, a staunch, saying that, saying stuff that other people are not saying. And so it's getting to the point to where the people can almost see how wrong this crap is, right? They're almost able to see right and wrong, how unjust this crap is. I'm also going to be talking tonight. I'll let you know what the name of that is tonight, God willing. And I'm also going to let you know about what's going on with the with this thing that's in outer space. They're calling it 3 interstellar atlas. And there's a person, turns out Harvard is not in California. Harvard is in Massachusetts, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Okay, so that's where the guy is. And yesterday I went on and I was like, this dude is full of crap and all this stuff. And so now this morning, um, he made a video. Him and some other guy, they made a video. It was an hour and 23 minutes. And he explained a little bit more. So I don't know if this is another trick, but he did make some good points. Basically what he's saying is, I said, that ain't no damn freaking spaceship. Okay? Spacecraft is what he called it. A technological spacecraft. If we shoot a rocket into outer space, that's a technological aircraft, right? If anybody shoots a rocket into space or shoots anything into space, that's a technological aircraft because it took technology to send the damn thing in the first place, right? And not saying that it's an alien spacecraft. Well, I guess it would have to be alien, huh? But not to say that there's aliens inside of it, okay? Extraterrestrials. Well, I said that's a bunch of bullcrap. It's a freaking comet. You know it's a comet. I said the Enterprise didn't freaking behave that way. The Enterprise was not on fire going through the sky, going through outer space on fire, right? This thing's basically on fire because of how fast they move. And so he made a few points, and I'll talk to you all about this tonight. But basically what he's saying is these extraterrestrials are not stupid, right? They're traveling through outer space, checking everything out. They've been doing it for a minute. The only reason why we're spotting them now is because our technology is going through the roof. Hello? They just made a board that has 3 trillion transistors on it. Okay, you heard about the AI, that the stock, the number one, the richest stocks in the world. That's AI. That's that board that has 3 point something trillion transistors on it. This is why we're able to spot them now. And anyway, he says what it could be, it's a spacecraft disguised to look as a comet. So they're going all over different places so that people don't spot them. They think it's a comet, and that kind of makes sense. Okay, so I'll comment some more about other things that he's talking about. Okay, because when we're talking about this, you've always got to take into consideration they are here. Okay, everyone is suspect, especially these people who are watching the skies. So he is suspect of being one. This might be some type of double reverse psychology or whatever. So I'll be commenting on these 3 things, and I'll let you know that website. It's something Peterson 38. Okay, so thanks for leaving comments. Thanks for hitting the like button. I'm sitting here in Avenel, California. I got to hurry up and get this milk home. And like I said, it's very treacherous out there right now. And so I ordered the stuff that I need for the so that it doesn't rain inside my kitchen. So I'm going to try and put that on, and I'll talk to you more about that. And yeah, so without being too specific, I will comment more tonight. So stay tuned, and I'll give you 2 channels, okay, for you to check out. One is for and one is against. Okay, the 2 basic things that are competing here in the United States, and it has to do with this the people are not getting their food stamps, and this $2,000 that was supposed to be sent out to all of us. And so this really got the people's attention, right? But the people are catching on really fast now, right? And so it's like they just barely freaking tossed it, like they're playing baseball and just barely toss the ball, and they're like, they're gonna hit it out of the field, right? In other words, people are starting to get pissed. And but there's some that are paying attention, so they're, you know, pulling them out of their ignorance. Okay, so stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. This is me signing out from Avenel, California. Thank you for leaving. Thank you for leaving comments. 1371 Gibson. Gibson, you're not from another country, are you? I used to know this one dude. I think that was his last name. I'm not sure. No, it was Givens, not Gibson. Okay, Joseph Davis. Jensen, howdy. 13Y7W. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for hitting that like button. This is Barney signing out from Avenel, California. We got a local pedestrian there going over to the Family Dollar store. I got to open this window a little bit because it's getting fogged up. It's getting foggy in here. I've been looking at electric cars. See that one right there? See that blue car? That, I know there's a lot of fog on the window. That blue car right there looks kind of like a Toyota RAV EV. There's 3 different models. There's the Toyota RAV EV, then there's a Toyota ICE engine, and then there's the Toyota Hybrid, which has an ICE engine and the EV. And the battery lasts pretty good on them. It's actually a Tesla on the inside. And you know, I guess it's made in China, so that's good. There are a few cars. Well, what's weird is, you know, the GM electric vehicles that are actually made in China, they're only sold in China. They don't have those GM electric vehicles over here in the United States. They only sell them in China. But yeah, so I'm looking at all the different cars, you know, and looking at the Japanese car, but the Japanese car, it's too small. It's not even a sedan. So right now I'm looking at the Toyota RAV EV. You know, they still get a good 75, and you can even take it 75 miles to, you know, 120 or 150 miles. You can even take it down to this guy right down here in Southern California, down here by San Bernardino, and he'll put a new battery in it for you. You know, he's on YouTube, so you know he's trustable. And yeah, so looking at like the well, what I'd really like, and I'm gonna make a video about it too. What I'd really like is a van, right? A minivan, but the only electric van available is by Volkswagen. It's called the ID Buzz, and it's a really cool van, and it's the only van that's EV. But guess how much it is? $68,000. So I was looking at Nissan, and I've driven one of these. I've driven a lot of different cars because I used to rent cars a lot. I told you I used to go all up and down California putting up flyers in the laundromats. So I used to rent cars all the time. And one time I rented the Cube, the Nissan Cube. And I'm like, well, why don't they just take that Nissan Cube and make it electric? Right? That would be nice. But right now, the only electric van that I'm able to spot, and I asked AI, is the Volkswagen, which is rated very high, very good, and for dependability and customer satisfaction. They love it. And but it's $68,000. So hopefully Nissan will, you know, make something like a van, which the Cube is kind of like a van. Otherwise, I have to go with the SUV, which is Toyota. But you know, for a long time I was looking at the, you know, beggars can't be choosers. And these EVs, the 2012, 13, 14, they're still going for $7, $8, $9, $10, $11, $12,000. So they hold their value. I guess people must like them. And they were only sold in California. But like I said, beggars can't be choosers. And every once in a blue moon, you'll see one of these Nissans that, you know, still gets a good 50, 60 miles, you know, range on the battery. Still, they have 12 bars, and so basically they still get, you know, 7 or 8 bars, and for $1,600 every once in a while. And when they show up, I mean, in 24 hours the car is sold. So you know, that's a big difference. 1,600 compared to 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000, $12,000. That's a big difference. So the good thing about it is if you're poor, you don't have to worry. You don't have to freaking go through all the stress of not having transportation if your car does not pass smog. You don't have to worry about that on this. There's dozens of different things on an ICE engine that you don't have to worry about. And you don't have to worry about changing the oil, right? And you charge them for free off solar panels. And so, like I said, beggars can't be choosers. So, you know, but I do not, I mean, Toyota has some good hybrids. I'm driving a hybrid. And, but there's something about, you know, you're driving down the road, you're driving down the freeway, and you freaking stop and you think, you know, I'm running on pure electricity. That is wild. Like right now, when I slow down right here, this car is going to kick over. It's going to kick over onto pure electric. So it shuts the motor off right here. It'll shut the motor off. And now I'm on pure electric. And you drive through here, you know, and you realize, wow, this whole vehicle is running off freaking batteries. That's freaking amazing, right? There's so much technology that's going into this. So I'm just like, you know, I'm not getting no freaking ICE engine, no fucking freaking extended range crap. I'm getting me a freaking straight electric vehicle. The extended range, I mean, I would probably consider that, but you know, you're not going to find one of those used right now. They're too new. You know, those are all going to be very expensive. So I'm looking at a few different models, but like the stuff that is made here, like the Chevy Spark, those things, man, you read up on those, and so, you know, you don't want no part of them. There's like the Spark, the Volt, and all this other stuff, it was supposed to be an electric car, and it's not. It's not a straight EV. And so I'm just like, I got to get this. I'm like, I got to get this electric car so that we can knock this damn thing out of the ballpark. I mean, I've been talking about it for years and years already, right? And so if it comes down to it, then I'll probably have to grab one of those $1,600 Nissan Leafs, right? That way I can start building the solar panels and charging it and make the videos. Once I start doing this, you watch how everybody starts building these damn things and going out and getting themselves an electric car. Okay? And that'll be a boon for the EV car market, right? For the poor people. The poor people still haven't caught on, right? It's only the rich people who can afford a $68,000 Volkswagen ID Buzz, right? Driving around. I told you 3 or 4 years ago, I told you these people are just playing it off smooth. They're riding around in these electric cars like they think they're in Disneyland, right? And so this will get the poor people to pay attention and start demanding some electric cars, right? I mean, this is crazy. There's not even a electric car, a used electric car dealer. That's freaking crazy. There are hundreds and hundreds of different electric cars on the market. The people just don't know it. They don't know they're out there. When you see an electric car, it doesn't say, I'm an electric car. That'd be nice if they did. And so the people don't know that there's so many electric cars. You know, it's not just Tesla. There's all the Chinese brands, which we don't get. You have to do college research. You have to do college research to find out which one's made in China, right? Because they're rebranded. Just like the Toyota. That's what I'm thinking about getting it. That's what I want. I want a Chinese EV. Jim Farley, the CEO of Ford, has one. He ordered it and had it shipped over to him. That's what he drives. He drives a Chinese BYD electric vehicle that are not allowed here in the United States because the tariff is too high on them. It's like the United States wants exactly how much money the manufacturer makes. That's a freaking rip. These dudes are freaking criminals. They want just as much money for the car when the car gets sold. They want just as much money. They want to make just as much money as the people who actually built the car. That is freaking criminal. That's what 100% tariff is when you do this to a vehicle. You are wanting all the money that they make. You want the same amount of money and you didn't do a damn thing to freaking build it. That's freaking criminal. That's like getting mugged. And so anyway, so stay tuned. I'll give you that one person YouTube channel so that you can check this dude out. Talk to you later.